the best W-Engines in Zenless Zone Zero? Well, you've come to the right place, because in today's video, we'll be having a tier list of both DPS-centric W-Engines and also supportive type W-Engines as well. So guys, without further ado, let's start off with the support type tier list. First, at the bottom here, guys, first up is going to be Triggered. And the reason why I have this so low in the list here, guys, is because genuinely, guys, Trigger's W-Engine is quite shit for every other type of stun character right now in the game. If you take a look at any of the other ones, right, maybe even barring Jufufu, it's not the best in the world because it provides you attack, but still provides something at least to your stun type characters here. But Spectral Glaze gives you crit rate, so really only good on Trigger. Trigger's already kind of a niche type stun character. She can really only work with attack and electric characters as is. So the character you're mainly putting this on is pretty niche. This doesn't work for anyone else in the category. And then the only way you're getting most of this buff is literally by hitting them with aftershock attacks, which the only other person that can hit with aftershock attacks is going to be Pulchra. At that point, just use Box Cutter. So guys, yeah, that's why this one's so low on the list here. The next lowest one on the list here, guys, actually shifted quite a bit after a lot of testing with the Restrained. I thought the Restrained would probably be up here in B tier and A tier before I even did any planning for this video, but the Restrained is pretty low. Now, the reason why I put the Restrained so low on this list here, it being another stun type W-Engine here, guys, my main problem with this, guys, is a lot of your stun here is coming from basic attacks, and you're having to do multiple basic attacks to actually keep this up, and you have to stack this up to 5 times, meaning you have to consistently hit the enemies with your basic attack to build this up. It's only 18% impact here. Like, the impact is good, but I mean, you could genuinely use any of the 5-star here, lose a couple percentage, and you still have a better experience. Like, I think genuinely CMM would probably be a better option for you because it'll get you in and off the field a bit quicker. But yeah, the Restrained is okay to use, but definitely not the best thing in the world, so that is why it is also down here in the C tier. But that's all that I have for C tier, so let's go ahead and hop into the B tier now. And first things first, guys, Seizure King's W-Engine, guys. Now, the reason why Seizure King's is above these when I see this W-Engine being a cut above the rest, while yes, we don't have very many defense characters in the game, I do think this W-Engine is quite usable on future defense characters we get. Actually, Panda Yoon can take quite good use of this W-Engine here, guys, because the shield provided by this is going to be increasing by 30%, so that's really good there. But whenever squad members interrupt or do a perfect dodge, all teammates get an 18% damage bonus, and the days increase is going to be increased as well by 20 seconds. So you're getting days increase, damage dealt, but just by triggering interrupt or perfect dodge, and you're getting base impact as well, and then obviously shield life here. So literally this can work on just about every single defensive unit in the game. It'll probably help out the future ones as well, so that's why I'm putting this in the B tier. Next up in the B tier, guys, is going to be Jufufu, which is yet another stun type W-Engine, guys, and the reason why this one's here, there's a lot of stun type W-Engines for this fucking, there's a lot of stun type W-Engines, guys, holy crap. Anyways, the reason why it's so low is attack buff. Would have liked to see an impact, because impact works generally across every single one of your stun characters. So with it being attack, it is less valuable to me. But the reason why I like this so much is, while yes, it does give you attack and not impact, right? It does increase your days damage from EX special attacks, chain attacks, and ultimate moves, which are generally what you're going to be using the most, for the most part, for your stun character. So you do get a pretty big increase of that by 28%. And on top of this as well, guys, whenever you're using a chain attack or ultimate moves to deal fire damage on the enemies, you'll be increasing the damage dealt by your allies, stacking up to 2 times, so up to 20% damage bonus just by attacking with fire. Now, you do have to keep in mind with this, you know, let's talk fire type stun characters, right? Like, it's lighter, and I think that's it. So lighter, Jufufu, Koleda as well. So Koleda can also take very good use of this light cone, as I'm realizing now. So not to say it's the best thing in the world, I still think it's kind of niche, so that's why it's in C tier. And then finally, guys, is going to be Yuzaha's W-Engine, guys, our first support W-Engine on the tier list here, guys. And the reason why I kind of like this is 60% energy regen, absolutely massively love that. But I guess my main problem here is really just increasing anomaly mastery, which is maybe not the best thing in the world for every single team, because not everyone's main source of damage is going to be anomaly. Like, it's increasing their anomaly, which is great, but you're really only putting her on anomaly-based teams. And if you were to use this outside of Yuzaha, right, then who does this really fit on? Like, I really don't necessarily know. Maybe it fits on Arena, but is Arena really the best option? In terms of future support characters coming out, we're probably not going to get a support type character for Anomaly for the near future. So, I mean, Anomaly Mastery and Anomaly Proficiency, maybe not the best thing in the world for them. So that's why it's so low. I feel like it's kind of niche to Yuzaha, but Yuzaha is so good, that's why I put it at this position in the list. Next up, guys, but now let's go ahead and hop into our A tier, guys. And first things first with our A tier, guys, is actually be Chingy. Now, Chingy's W-Engine here, guys, does not really provide anything of that special. The really big thing for this for me, guys, is 18% impact, which is good all around the board, right? Also, when hitting basic attacks on the enemy, you get 1 stack of Terrific. Terrific is increasing the wearer's impact by a pretty decent amount. This can stack up to 30 times, but to keep in mind. You do have to keep the user on the field for a lot longer. The reason why it's so high up here, though, is because it can be used with, let's say, someone like Chingy, obviously, but they can also be used with someone like a Lighter as well, or any super quick attacking stun character we get in the future. This can definitely be used on them. And then also, whenever you're getting 15 or more terrific stacks, you're increasing the damage dealt by the rest of your allies by 20% for 10 seconds. So the multipliers here are pretty low, but I feel like it's overall just go just about any of your other stun characters you have on your account. And the reason why I think it's better than the Restrain, right? Because the Restrain has, technically you get more days build up, but you have to use it for basic attacks. Who the fuck uses basic? I mean, I guess you could use basic attacks. A lot of the characters now are using stun. I guess maybe not Lighter, but in my eyes, it's better to get an impact increase across all of your attacks versus just one of your attacks. Next up, guys, on the A tier is going to be Astra's signature W-Engine, guys. Now, the reason why I have it so high on the list here, guys, attack. I think a lot of our support characters run off of attack for, like, getting buffs up. Like, if we look at the support characters right now, right? Shokaku runs off of attack. Lucy runs off of attack. I guess that's really it, right? But there's some of the better support type characters we have in the game. This is also giving energy back to your support that has this equipped whenever a squad member enters the field through quick assist, chain attack, or defensive assist, or evasive assist. So in a lot of our teams now, there is a lot of quick swap meta going on. So this can apply super well for just getting free energy back. Literally, just free energy back to whoever your support is to make sure you're utilizing their skill moves more often. And then with this too, guys, whenever you consume 25 energy, which you're getting from this move right here, then you're also going to be increasing the damage dealt by the squad by 10%. This can stack up to 2 times, so 20% damage increase as well. So overall, I feel like this is pretty universal. It gives you free energy back for just completely free. It gives you attack bonus, which can be nice. And they can also give you a damage bonus for the whole team. And the final option that I'm going to be putting here, guys, is actually Lighter's W-Engine. Now, Lighter's W-Engine I actually do feels pretty good. I was contemplating putting this in S tier, but the reason I didn't is because you really want to be attacking fast with him. And the Ice Jade Pot feels kind of the same to me, right? Like, you're getting impact off rip, which this also does, but whenever you're launching a quick assist or perfect assist, you're increasing the impact, which is already a little bit better in my eyes than what this does, because you need to attack it more. So in my mind, that's like, okay, well, this is gonna be a lot better because you get a lot more impact just off rip from doing quick assist or perfect assist, which is not hard to do at all. And I saw the second part of the ability, guys, which is very similar to the Ice Jade Teapot. It actually has 10 less stacks, so it is a little bit better. But really here, guys, is whenever any squad member hits an enemy, for every wilt that is applied to the target, the crit damage of ice and fire type damage is gonna be increasing by up to 1.5% per stack. So to a 30% increase for ice damage and fire damage crit damage, or the crit damage from ice and fire damage. And I thought to myself, okay, well, yes, it's 30%, so it is better. I think a 20% overall damage increase to the whole team is probably on par with that niche of ice and fire. Ice and fire are really good. Don't keep in mind. That's the reason why I was contemplating, because ice and fire is so good. But for that, I'm putting it in this tier here because it seems about the same universality as Chingy's. I do think it's better than Chingy's, but I don't think Chingy's is on the same tier as Caesar King's, Jufufu's, or Yuzaha's. And then for our final S tier W-Engines, guys, Hellfire Gears and Weeping Cradle. These are the last two here. For Hellfire Gears, guys, whenever off field, you increase energy regen, also giving you 18% impact here as well. Whenever you use an EX special attack, the impact is increased even more for 10 seconds. This can stack up to 2 times. So this actually calls for really fast and quick impact buildup. So 20% by using 2 EX specials, which is not the worst thing in the world to do there. So we love to see that there. And then it's just universal. It's just so universal. Like, that's how I'm grading this, guys. Like, okay, sure, this is good on Lighter, right? And this can be good on other characters, but this doesn't require so many base attacks to build up. It requires 2 EX specials to get your impact up, and it just gets the job done for just about every single stun character across the board. So if you have this W-Engine, definitely build that bitch up. And then Weeping Cradle, which is another standard option, which I love to see standard options here at the top, and I'm glad to see that. I think that these are going to be probably outshining a lot of the things here. Pin ratio, not the best thing in the world. Okay, it helps out Arena, but not anything else. But when off field, you're getting energy regen up by 0.6%, which is absolutely massive. And then attacks from the equipper enhances the squad damage by the target struck by 10% for 3 seconds. During this period, it can increase by a further 1.7% every 0.5 seconds, so up to a maximum of 10.2%. So you can get a big damage increase on enemies just from running this W-Engine, guys. And overall, I feel like it's the best. It gives you the most off-field energy regen, in my opinion. So for that reason, this is our support tier list here. And now let's hop into our DPS one. All right, guys, so let's start off with Vivian's W-Engine first. I think this is an A-rank W-Engine. And the reason why I think it's A-rank is because, honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, it is very hard to grade the DPS W-Engines because I feel like a lot of these DPS W-Engines are very niche to their own DPS. Like, they don't really work outside of their own DPS. So a lot of this rating here is going to be very much just based off of their current ranking in the game right now, or how I feel the character is doing in the game right now, and maybe how it kind of plays off of other people. So for that matter, guys, that's how we're rating it for the most part. I'll tell you guys, Zenless Zone Zero's fault for not making much interplay between W-Engines, okay? Anyways, guys, on to A rank. That's the reason why it's up here is because Vivian is so fucking good in the game right now. She's a great sub DPS. If you take a look at what this does, guys, I mean, this can technically be used as this increases anomaly buildup rate for anyone. So that's also really, really good for any other fucking anomaly character you want to use there, right? You get 90 anomaly proficiency for completely free there. But this is kind of where it's not good and kind of niche for her at, is whenever you do ether damage, your anomaly proficiency jumps up even more. So if you're not doing ether damage with your anomaly character, then this doesn't work. And she's the only character in the game that does the ether anomaly damage. So literally this only works for her, but the first part works on everyone, and that's why I kind of have it in the A tier. Next up here, guys, is going to be Miyabi. Now, Miyabi's up here just because literally Miyabi is the best character in the game right now, probably. So for that matter, like, it increases crit damage. Absolutely no one can take use of this. Crit rate, no one's taking use of this shit. Literally, this is only good on her, and the reason why it's not any higher is because there is no interplay with this outside of Miyabi. You only use it on Miyabi, and that is it, okay? So when Miyabi falls, this will fall quite a bit. So with that being said, guys, hopping into Jane Doe's W-Engine. I think Jane Doe is also an A tier as well. Now, the reason why I think Jane Doe's W-Engine is an A tier is not based off of how good she is, because I do think she got a lot better with the release of Alice. But on top of this as well, guys, you get 90 anomaly proficiency. Really good there. Absolutely love that. But secondly with this as well, guys, whenever you activate a dash attack, which gives you 1 predatory instinct, it'll be giving you increased physical damage for 10 seconds. This can stack up to 3 different times. On top of this as well, guys, whenever entering combat or triggering a perfect dodge, you gain 3 stacks of this predatory instinct. And whenever you have max predatory instinct stacks, you get anomaly buildup rate by 40%. So perfect dodge, not too hard to do. And obviously when entering combat, you're getting this as well. So overall, I think this can be used on both Jane Doe, and I also think that you can use this on someone like Alice as well. But on top of this all, even if you're not taking use of the physical damage, it is a little bit harder to get, but you do get the 40% anomaly buildup rate if you are triggering these things consistently, right? Obviously, Alice and Jane Doe take the most use of this. Alice being really good, Jane Doe also being really good in the current meta, so that's why it's up there. It can be used on both of them, and it still works out well. You can also use this on Piper as well. And then for any future anomaly characters that come out that are centered around physical, which is probably one of the better types in the game. So that's why I have this one so high on the tier list. But now let's hop into the kind of shittier ones, right? Number 1, Bernie's. Now the reason why I have it so low is, first of all, it gives you attack percentage, which is okay. It's not an anomaly for efficiency, so it doesn't help you out to build that much. It does give you increased energy regen when off the field, so I think that is really good. But outside of that, though, guys, when hitting an enemy with a special attack or assist attack, the equipper's damage is increased. That can stack up to 10 times. That is great. We love to see that. My only problem with this is getting this consistently up to 10 stacks. So yeah, guys, that's why I put Bernice's W-Engine in the B tier, because I don't feel like it's as universal as these ones up here, but I do feel like it's better than what we're going to talk about in the C tier. And the first thing in the C tier, guys, Fusion Compiler. Yeah, Fusion Compiler is down here because pin ratio, not the best thing in the world. Because truthfully and honestly, attack percentage to me is better than pin ratio. And then on top of this as well, you increase attack percentage from the normal thing itself. But then you're only getting this buff up for 8 seconds, and you're getting anomaly proficiency increase that can stack up to 3 times. But this really relies on you constantly using EX special, which with someone like Bernice, I feel like you can get this up pretty efficiently. But if you have someone like maybe Yanagi, that's a lot harder to build up there. If you have someone like Grace, this is easy to build up on. But some characters, this is going to be a lot harder to build up on, and it only lasts for 8 seconds. So it's really not that much time, and it's kind of hard to get up, especially on some of these higher energy consumption characters. For Alice's W-Engine, guys, I'm also going to be putting this in the A tier as well because of how good Alice is overall. And the reason why I couldn't put it any higher, because attack percentage, like, good or whatever, I think anomaly proficiency would have been better here in terms of an overall sense of things, but it gives you a lot of anomaly mastery, which very little W-Engines are actually giving you anomaly mastery. So having an extra source of anomaly mastery is actually be fucking phenomenal. So being able to give you this off rip is going to be really nice. But where it gets kind of choppy at is when inflicting assault on the enemy. That's when you're starting to get this increase to physical damage, which the only 2 characters you can do that, or 3 characters you can do that, is Alice, Jane Doe, and then also Piper, right? So yeah, I'll put it in A tier, but I don't think it really goes any higher than this. Next up, guys, is actually going to be Nagi's W-Engine. I think it goes B tier. Okay, like, it gives you attack, so not as universal across the board as other ones are. I would like anomaly proficiency or anomaly mastery here, or something that has to do with actually anomaly here. Like, I think attack is decent, but I think anomaly proficiency is better here. Anyways, outside that go, guys, the reason why I have it here is because it's only increasing the electric anomaly build-up rate, and not everyone anomaly's build-up rate, and the only electric character we have in the game is going to be her, so it's not as universal as some of these other W-Engines up here are. Like, okay, so this increases physical, but we have multiple physical anomaly characters that are decent. If you look at the electric class here, guys, for anomaly characters, right, you're stuck between Yanagi and Grace. Who the fuck is using Grace? You know what I fucking mean? So yeah, that for that matter, it's down here. Like, this W-Engine's fine, but it really only just works on Yanagi at this point. So for that matter, I'm keeping it in here. But that's it for our Anomaly W-Engines, guys. Let's go ahead and hop into the next tier here, which is our I guess Yishwin's like one, right? So yeah, he goes B tier. It can only be used on Yishwin. There's no other Rapture characters in the game, so there's no chance for this even being able to be used on them at all. So yeah, A tier, she's good. So it deserves to be here at least, right? So anyways, that's it for that one. Next up, guys, is going to be our first attack type W-Engine, guys. It's going to be Haramasas. I think it's C tier. I don't think it's that good. Nothing to write home about, really, guys. If you take a look at what it does here, literally it's giving you crit damage, which is nice. It's giving you crit rate, which is nice, but only 10% crit rate, so not that good. Dash attack, electric damage is increased. Okay, electric damage, cool. Like, I guess this maybe could put, like, it's dash damage. Like, who the fuck is using dash attack damage? That is so fucking niche, it's unreal. Dash attack, electro damage. Okay, buddy. And then on top of this as well, guys, whenever squad member applies an attribute anomaly or stuns an enemy, the wearer's crit rate gets decreased even more. So you're gated behind extra crit rate by stunning the enemy or putting an anomaly on the enemy. So yeah, I just think I don't like it too much. I think it's down here. Now, Brimstone's an interesting one. I think Brimstone genuinely is an S tier W-Engine, guys. This W-Engine pops to absolute fuck off. It gives you attack increase, which is cool. And then it's giving you extra attack increase, stacking up to 8 times for 8 seconds just by attacking the enemy with a basic attack, dash attack, or dodge counter. That's pretty fucking good, and it's pretty good percentages at that. 3.5 up to 8 times. That's an extra 28% attack that you're getting for practically free, so I think this one's really fucking good. Maybe I'm coping a little bit. Maybe it deserves to be an A tier, but I think it's just super, super good. Maybe I'm just biased because I use it all the time. Next up is going to be Siege W-Engine, guys. I think Siege W-Engine is decent. I think it could probably be an A tier W-Engine. The reason I think that is because if we look at what Siege W-Engine actually is going to be doing, is it gives you crit rate 24%, which is great. Gives you an extra 15% crit rate here as well. It's already better than Haramasa W-Engine in my opinion, but on top of this as well, guys, whenever you're using a basic attack or EX special attack, you get 1 stack. This is going to be giving you electric damage. Okay, so say you don't even use this, right? Okay, cool. You can use basic attack or EX attack to get this up. So you attack 2 times, you get this immediately. But what this is going to be doing with 2 stacks, the equipper's base attack and ultimate ignore 20% of the enemy's defense. This is absolutely just peak. Free 20% defense ignore, and you're also getting pretty decent crit rate from this as well for practically free, barring the electric output, which I guess you could technically use this with someone like Haramasa as well. You could use this with every electric unit in the game, and it works on them. So for that matter, I think it deserves to be up here. I think it works with Sambi as well. Like, it's just overall pretty good, even if you didn't run it with electric type characters. Orpheus W-Engine though, guys, I'm putting it in B tier solely because I think Orpheus is going to be good. Outside of that, though, honestly, it could probably be in contention for C tier, right? It has energy regen, which I guess could be good, but it works for her because she's a sub DPS, like she's an off the field DPS. Like, it's giving you crit rate increase by 20%, which is fucking massive, right? Energy regen by 60%, which is absolutely massive. But when the equipper deals fire damage through aftershock, which is very, very, very contingent on her, basically no one else gets this other than her, because you're not getting this extra defense ignore through the enemy because no one else is doing fire damage through aftershock. So you get 20% crit rate, 60% energy regen. That's about it. I think it's a little bit better than Haramasa's light cone, but overall, yeah, it's staying in the B tier. I think it's really only good for her. If you wanted a bit of a stat stick, then maybe it goes higher. Zuyon's W-Engine, guys. Yeah, let's go. C tier. I think it's the same as Haramasa's. Like, it's decently good. Like, crit damage 48%, 15% crit rate. Nice. I think it's a little bit better than the Haramasa W-Engine. The real thing that gets me is this, guys. Whenever using the equipper's basic attack that deals Easter damage, you consume a charge, and you get skill damage increased by 35%. Okay. Who the fuck is using ether damage? like realistically, we have one character. Like, she can use it. That's it. You can't even use an Ishwin. No. And no, it's C tier. It's fucking C tier, along with Steel Cushion as well. Steel Cushion's also pretty shit. Gives you crit rate increase. Okay, that's cool. But then you're like super nicheified to this other ability as well. Like, increased physical damage. Not. Okay, cool. Like, who's physical in the game that's attack and physical? We have Billy Necromon. Okay, dude. Yeah, it's fucking cooked. It is absolutely fucking cooked. And then you're having to attack enemy from behind. That shit's ass. That shit's a mega ass. Fuck that W-Engine, guys. It stays down there in the fucking Shadow Realm. Ellen's W-Engine is the same story. I think it goes into B tier, guys. And the reason why it's on this tier, guys, crit rate, great. But you're increasing ice damage, and then upon hitting enemy with a basic attack, the wearer's crit rate goes up. So that's good. You get free crit rate by 10%, and then an extra 24% from the standard thing itself. It's really only affecting ice damage, and the only 2 ice damage characters we have is Hugo and her. So if you don't have Hugo or her, this is absolutely useless on everyone else, other than the, I guess, 34% increase to crit rate. So, okay there. Next here, guys, is going to be Sambi's W-Engine. That also goes down here as well. Sambi's W-Engine is okay, crit damage 48%, a crit damage increase by an extra 30%, so a massive amount of crit damage you're getting, okay? Fucking huge cock damage to that. But the real thing here, guys, is like you're relying on aftershocks. Like whenever you land a basic attack, special attack, or aftershock, you get 1 stack. Each stack increases the wearer's crit damage by an additional 10%, stacking to 3 times, so massive crit damage increase all around the board. Honestly, wait, you know what? This gives so much fucking crit damage. I'm moving it up to A tier. I had a second thought about this. I don't know why in my head when I was thinking about this list is it only affected aftershock damage, but yeah, it just gives you fucking massive crit damage increase all around the board, and this shit lasts for a long ass time. Now, obviously, it gives you increased electric damage as well, which I guess can be used on someone like Seed, right? But that's a fuck ton of crit damage. That's 108 free crit damage from this shit. That is fucking massive, honestly. So you can just literally build in the crit rate and have a great time. Okay, so like that one's good. That one's actually a lot better than I thought it was. Now, finally, Hugo's. I think Hugo sits in the same tier as Ellen's. Like, Hugo's, the W-Engine here, guys, like, it increases crit damage 45%. Okay, great. Also, crit rate, really good. Stat stick, immediately off rip, it gives you some good CV. But you're really relying on ice damage. So you really can't get the main draw of this W-Engine without using ice damage. So restricted to both Ellen Joe and then also Hugo as well. So that's why it's in the same tier here. And then for our final one, guys, Evelyn. I think Evelyn probably sits here at S tier as well. Genuinely, if I'm really thinking about this in terms of free stats you're getting, this probably goes up S tier. I've changed my mind a lot on the Sambi one throughout this video. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I think Sambi's up here. I think Sambi's W-Engine is probably the best in the game. It doesn't give you any crit rate, but it gives you so much crit damage that doesn't fucking matter because you just build fully into crit rate, if that's the case, right? Evelyn's W-Engine's up here because of the fact that obviously it's a really big stat stick. It gives you already more than what, you know, he's able to do. And then also penetrates fire res on the enemy, which we have a lot more fire attack allies in the game than we do ice type allies in the game right now. If you look at it right here, guys, like I attack assault, like Evelyn top tier, over Orphe gonna be top tier, and then Soldier 11 can use it, but Orphe, Evelyn also really good options here to use. So for that matter, I'm putting this up here in the S tier. Like, it's a really good stat stick all around the board with not much restrictions. Sambi's honestly surprised me with me not understanding how it works fully. It's up here in S tier, for sure, 100%. Probably best in slot. It's probably the best, it's probably the best W-Engine in the game, if I had to guess. So guys, that's going to do it for my ultimate tier list W-Engine list for Zenless Zone Zero. These are the W-Engines I think they're going to be the best, and probably the S tiers are like the ones you probably should pull for your account. I think they provide you a lot of value for your account. Overall, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did I cope out? Do I even know the game I'm playing? Do I even play Zenless Zone Zero? Surely no, fuck, obviously not, right? That's what the comment section, I don't even play the game. Anyways, guys, that's me ranting a little bit. Anyways, see you guys in the next one later, bye.